Hi, welcome to Future Technos. The story of Nikon and APS-C is not just about specs or competition. It is also about trust. For years, many photographers trusted Nikon with their craft. They invested in lenses, in bodies, in accessories, and they built their skills on Nikon gear. The D500 in particular became legendary because it was reliable, fast, and built like a tank. When Nikon shifted to mirrorless, some of those shooters felt left behind. They had powerful full-frame options, but nothing in APS-C that gave them the same confidence. The Z90 feels like a promise to those users. It is Nikon's way of saying, "We did not forget you. We are ready to give you the camera you have been waiting for." Trust is also built on autofocus. In today's world, autofocus is one of the most important features of any camera. Professionals no longer want to worry about focus hunting or missed shots. They expect the camera to recognize subjects instantly and track them without hesitation. Nikon's latest autofocus systems in the Z8 and Z9 already show what the company can do. Eye detection, animal detection, vehicle tracking, and intelligent subject recognition are now part of Nikon's mirrorless DNA. Bringing this technology to the Z90 will make it a real powerhouse. Imagine photographing a small bird as it darts between branches. The camera locks onto the eye and follows it through the frame. Or think of filming a cyclist moving at high speed, with the autofocus staying glued to the rider's head. These are real challenges, and if the Z90 handles them well, it will prove that APS-C can be every bit as advanced as full frame. Battery life is another detail that matters. Mirrorless cameras often struggle with power consumption, especially when shooting high frame rates or 4K video. If Nikon equips the Z90 with the EN-EL15 series of batteries, users can expect performance similar to the Z6 and Z7 models. With efficient processing, this could mean hundreds of shots per charge or several hours of video recording. USB-C charging would add extra convenience, allowing creators to top up the battery with power banks in the field. For travel photographers or long shoots in remote areas, this kind of flexibility is a real advantage. Menus and usability often separate a good camera from a great one. Nikon has worked to simplify its interface over time, and the Z90 will likely continue this trend. The touchscreen makes navigation fast, but more importantly, Nikon allows users to customize buttons and dials. This means photographers can shape the camera to their own style. A wildlife shooter might assign AF on to the ESA back button and burst speed to a dial, while a filmmaker might prioritize ISO and audio levels. By making customization easy, Nikon helps users focus on their craft instead of fighting with the camera. One feature that many creators are hoping for is an improved electronic viewfinder. APS-C bodies in the past sometimes had smaller, less sharp viewfinders compared to their full-frame siblings. But the Z90 is expected to deliver a bright, high-resolution EVF with a fast refresh rate. This will make tracking fast subjects smoother and reduce lag. A clear, detailed viewfinder is not just a luxury, it helps photographers compose with confidence, even in bright sunlight where the screen might be hard to see. It also helps with manual focus, giving a precise view that can reveal the finest detail. Audio is another factor for video shooters. Built-in microphones can capture basic sound, but serious creators demand more. With microphone and headphone jacks, the Z90 can support external mics and real-time monitoring. This ensures high-quality audio for interviews, documentaries, or creative projects. When paired with Nikon's video features, it turns the Z90 into a true hybrid tool, not just a stills camera with video added on as an afterthought. Connectivity continues to grow in importance. Photographers and filmmakers today often need to share work quickly, whether to clients, to social media, or to cloud storage. With built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, the Z90 can connect seamlessly to Nikon's SnapBridge app. This allows instant transfer of images and remote control of the camera from a phone. For professionals, tethered shooting via USB-C can also be essential, letting images go directly to a laptop during studio sessions. By covering both casual and professional workflows, Nikon makes the Z90 adaptable for any environment. We also cannot ignore competition. The Canon R7 has already built a strong reputation in the APS-C mirrorless space. It offers high resolution, fast autofocus, and strong video features at a competitive price. Fujifilm continues to dominate with its X series, particularly the XH2 and XH2S. which are designed for speed and video performance. Sony's a6700 is another major rival, with powerful autofocus and strong video features in a compact body. For the Z90 to stand out, it must not only match these cameras but also offer unique strengths. In-body stabilization, Nikon's color science, rugged build quality, and advanced autofocus could be those strengths. Looking ahead, the Z90 may also shape Nikon's strategy. If the camera succeeds, it will likely encourage Nikon to release more APS-C lenses, creating a more complete ecosystem. We might see new fast primes, compact zooms, and affordable telephotos designed specifically for DX users. This could attract younger photographers, content creators, and students who want professional performance without the higher costs of full frame. In this sense, the Z90 could be more than a single camera. It could be the foundation for an entire APS-C revival. Now let us step back and imagine the real-world impact. A wildlife photographer, carrying a lighter setup than full frame, can hike deeper into the forest without being weighed down. They can shoot handheld at slower shutter speeds because of IBIS. They can track animals with reliable autofocus and capture bursts without missing a moment. At the same time, a YouTube creator films sharp 4K content with oversampled video, then adds cinematic slow motion for dramatic effect. They do all of this with one body, without needing to invest in multiple systems. The Z90 makes these stories possible. This is why anticipation feels so intense. It is not only about specs or price. It is about possibility. It is about what photographers and filmmakers can do when given the right tools. It is about Nikon re-entering a space it once dominated and showing the world that it still understands what creators need. Every rumor, every leaked spec, every debate online reflects this deeper truth. People are hungry for a camera that balances power, portability, and price. The Z90 could be that camera. As we wait for official confirmation, the discussions will only grow. Some will argue about resolution, others about burst rates, others about whether a stacked sensor is realistic. But all of these conversations prove the same point. The Z90 matters. It has captured attention before it even exists. And if Nikon delivers, it could redefine APS-C mirrorless for years to come. In the end, the Nikon Z90 represents more than technology. It represents trust, community, and creativity. It is Nikon's chance to honor its past with the D500 while building a future that speaks to new generations of creators. Whether you are a wildlife shooter, a sports enthusiast, a traveler, or a filmmaker, the Z90 has the potential to become your companion. It is not just a camera. It is a symbol of what Nikon can still achieve. And that is why the excitement is so strong, and why the world is watching closely for what comes next.